All right, let's talk about something every single wedding venue has, that supplier contact list. You know the one. It's supposed to be the command center for the big day, but what if I told you that this simple, trusted tool is actually setting you up for failure? Well, in this explainer, we're going to get into exactly why that is. You can picture it right now, can't you? It's a neat list, probably a spreadsheet, or maybe tucked into a binder. You've got all the key players right there at your fingertips. The caterer, the DJ, the florist, the photographer. It feels so organized. It feels like you've got it all under control. And that feeling, well, it's pretty much an illusion. That's the whole issue right there. Because while you're looking at a list of names and numbers, what you're not seeing are all the gaps, the hidden tripwires, and the massive potential for chaos on the wedding day.
So what exactly are we missing here? What are these blind spots that can take a beautiful, perfectly planned wedding and turn it into a day full of stress and last-minute fixes? Let's dig in.
Okay, so first up, the contact list myth. This whole thing really starts with a huge misunderstanding about what that list is actually for. We think it gives us control, but it really only gives us one thing. This right here is the key distinction. A contact list gives you access. It means you can call the DJ when the music's way too loud. But alignment, that ensures the DJ knew the venue's sound policies before they even showed up. You see the difference? Access is all about reacting to problems. Alignment is about preventing them from ever happening.
And that leads us to another really critical point. We tend to think that if we're talking to our vendors, we're coordinating with them. But honestly, those are two totally different ballgames. So here's the thing. You can shoot emails back and forth with the caterer all week long. That's communication. But if they roll up expecting to use a space that the florist has already been told to use for their setup, well, that's a complete failure of coordination. It's not about talking. It's about making sure everyone's actions fit together perfectly.
And this is what happens in the real world, right? Even when everyone's been in constant contact, these problems pop up all the time. The photographer's timeline clashes with dinner service. The band needs way more power than the outlets can handle. Why? Because all that information was flying around in separate emails instead of being centrally coordinated for everyone to see.
Think about it like a row of dominoes. No vendor is an island. A wedding is a living, breathing system where everything is connected. So if the caterer is just 15 minutes late with the main course, it's not a small delay. Nope, it pushes back the speeches, which makes the DJ cut their set short, which means the photographer misses capturing some key moments. It's a total cascade effect.
So you're looking at two totally different mindsets here. A contact list is what you grab when something's already on fire. It's a fire alarm. A real coordination system, though, that's the fire prevention plan. It's designed to align everyone's actions from the get-go, so you never have to pull that alarm in the first place. So, what happens when this reactive approach inevitably breaks down? Who's left to pick up the pieces? You guessed it. It's almost always the two people who should be having the time of their lives.
Exactly. When the venue hasn't created a central hub for coordination, vendors just go to the next person in line, the client. Suddenly, the couple's getting texts from the florist asking where to set up and calls from the shuttle bus driver about timing. They've just been turned into unwilling project managers at their own wedding.
And believe me, this takes a toll. The emotional strain is a huge one, obviously. But just think about the risk of miscommunication when a couple is trying to relay technical details they don't even understand. It just piles on more and more confusion and totally undermines the professional experience they paid for.
And that's what it boils down to. That wonderful feeling of a smooth, well-run event just vanishes. It's replaced by the chaotic energy of putting out fires all day. And that's not just awful for the couple, it's a direct hit to the venue's reputation.
Okay, so enough about the problem. How do we actually fix this? How do we get from a basic list to a bulletproof system? Well, it's not about working harder. It's about building a smarter infrastructure. Here's the blueprint. Look at this. It really comes down to these 5 pillars. It all starts with a central dashboard where every single vendor can see the logistics for that specific event. Then you lock in confirmed setup and breakdown times. You have one shared timeline that is the single source of truth. All the technical specs are in one place. And, crucially, there's a clear chain of command. No more guesswork.
And that is the big switch. We're not just giving people a phone number anymore. We're actually building a framework that guarantees everyone's actions are in sync from the very beginning. We are finally moving from simple access to true operational alignment. At the end of the day, This is all about a major shift in how you think. It's about finally recognizing that a contact list is just a simple little tool, but a coordination system, well, that's essential business infrastructure.
And when a venue operates with a system like this, man, it sends such a powerful message. It shows you have authority and you are in control. It gives suppliers predictability, which, trust me, they absolutely love. It screams professionalism. And maybe most importantly, it proves you are actively managing risk instead of just waiting for things to go wrong.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? In the high-stakes world of a wedding, just knowing who to call when a problem explodes is already a failing strategy. The real goal is to get everyone so perfectly aligned that you never even have to make that call. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. When you take a hard look at your own operations, have you built a system that's truly designed for proactive alignment? Or are you just handing everyone a list of names and, crossing your fingers and hoping for the best? The answer to that question really does make all the difference.